Hey guys, it's Meg with Meg's Family Adventures, and I'm here at the SpringHill Suites by Marriott in Frederick, Maryland. I'm in a king room with a trundle bed. Let's go on in and check it out. All right, so first when we walk in, we have this little kitchenette area. It does not have a sink, but it does have a microwave, which a lot of times your standard hotel rooms don't come. So that's great if you have to heat up some leftovers or make some like frozen pancake breakfast for littles. You've got your ice bucket and 2 glasses. You have the standard coffee maker that you see in most hotels. Some extra outlets here on the side, 2 regular outlets and 2 USBs. Underneath, we've got some storage. Seems like there should be a trash can there, but there's not. And then in this cabinet here, you've got your mini fridge. It is just a mini fridge, no freezer part to it, but it does have 3 shelves that look like they might be movable. Yeah, if you have some tall items, you can remove that plastic piece out. And then the door, which has good space for drinks, cans, bottles, anything of that nature, some smaller items. All right, so moving on over. So again, this is like when you first walk in, you've got this little kitchenette type area. And here to my right is the sofa. It's a large sofa with a kind of like a ottoman that also serves as a table. And pretty sure this is a sofa bed because this room is a king room with trundle. So this will pull out. And again, that's really great if you are here traveling as a family, or maybe you are here on a girls trip or a boys weekend and you need 2 sleeping spaces in one room. Save some money, but have your own sleeping areas. Also great if you're here on business. Here's this nice desk area. It's got a small, probably an LED light above. You have the lamp there with some more outlets. So you've got, again, 2 standards and 2 USBs. And looks like you have a USB in the lamp as well. You've got pretty big workspace. So if you have to take any meetings, do any work on your laptop, prepare anything. And you also have this, looks like a pretty comfy, it's a little squishy, comfy chair. What I'm wondering, because I just got in here, guys, so I have not explored much at all. I'm wondering, do these move? They do move. Okay, so like I said, we are learning this room together. So it looks like these can then partition off. So if you are here on business, but maybe you brought your family or somebody else is here with you, coworkers, you guys are sharing spaces, you've got this nice area that you can kind of partition off, get some privacy to get your work done, or also privacy if you are sharing the room and this is going to be someone else's side of the room in the trundle bed. It doesn't completely close off to the rest of the room, but it does close the desk area off. Taking a look here, you've got your pretty standard TV, and I feel like the placement of the TV is a little odd because it's not directly in front of the bed, but it's also not directly in front of the sofa, but actually it moves. So there you go. So you can position it depending on where you are in the room. Does it pull out? Oh, it pulls out too. See, like I said, we're all learning this together. So that's nice. Okay, so it makes me feel better about the placement of the TV. You've got this counter area, which again, very standard. You've got 2 drawers, it looks like. Yep. And those are a decent depth. You can fit some clothes in there. Folded up some shirts. And you've got space down here at the bottom. For me, this would be perfect for shoes. I like to bring different pairs of shoes when I travel. And I could line them all up real nice in there. All right, taking a look at the bed area. So again, this is a king size room with trundle. So here's our king size bed. Taking a look at the nightstand area, you've got your hotel room phone. You've got your, again, 2 outlets, 2 USBs. Oh, look, they even have a little notepad with a pen. I feel like a lot of hotels don't do that anymore. I like to collect hotel pens, and I feel like they're becoming fewer and far between. Here's your nightstand drawer. Not very deep, so you couldn't fit too much in there if you needed to, but there is a good amount of space underneath the nightstand. So that's nice. If you have to store anything, you do have that area. Walking around to the other side, here we see the clock, but I am noticing actually There isn't a traditional plug over here. I'll have to kind of see what kind of plugs are in the clock, but this actually is the side that I sleep on, and I do like to have a lot of things plugged in when I'm going to sleep, you know, charge my phone up and things like that. So I'm gonna have to figure that out since there's no real plugs over here. Same thing with a drawer, not too deep, but it is there. And you've got the space underneath. Curious about these. These look like they're lights, but I'm not really, oh, there, it's on the side. All right, there we go. Couldn't figure out how to turn those on at first, but there you go. So you do have some reading light. If you want a lot of light, you would use the top. And then if not, you've just got this really tiny little reading light. If your guest with you is sleeping, whether they're in your bed or in the other bed and you don't want to disturb them, you can always turn on that little reading light. Over here, we've got the window and we have some more storage. I chose to put one of my bags over there. Not sure, it might be a luggage rack. It kind of looks a little bit like a luggage rack, and it's also hiding the radiator down there. Let's take a look. We are on the 5th floor here, room 506. Not really sure what we're looking at over here, to be honest with you. I'm here for a family wedding. I am from Maryland, but I'm not from this area of Maryland, so not really sure what we have going on out here. Looks like, see the highway, Sheets is to our left. We've got the parking lot and the Frederick water tower and some other stuff out there, maybe some businesses. All right, let's look at some storage. All right, so you can see I've put my luggage away. I feel like this is such great space to store your luggage. It is off the carpet. It is tucked away, not in your way. You can see I hung my coat already. So we've got some nice space for hanging coats, dresses, suits, anything like that. You've got the ironing board and iron, as well as some extra linens for the sofa bed from when you first walk in, but nice. I'm only here for one night, so that's why I have such little stuff. If you've watched any of my other videos, you see we usually have a lot more, but you've got lots of good space down there for multiple suitcases if needed. Also, something really nice that I wanted to point out is the full-length mirror. Like I said, I am here for a family wedding, so I am going to be making good use of that full-length mirror before I head out today. Hey guys. All right, last we have to take a look at the bathroom. So I want to just kind of zoom out for a second so you can see the door, and it is a sliding door. I always like that when hotel rooms have that. I think it's a nice little touch. It's kind of heavy. Whew, there we go. All right, so here's the bathroom. It is a little odd shaped. It's very long, but it's nice. It's clean. I can't complain. Over here we have the toilet area. It is not closed off from the rest of the bathroom. There is no separate door. So that is a downside. If someone is showering or getting themselves ready at the mirror, there is no privacy if someone needs to use the toilet. But there is a good amount of counter space here. It's not huge, but it's not tiny, so not bad. And here's your standard sink. And the mirror, I'll be honest, the mirror is kind of small. It's nice that it's lit up all around it to help you with your makeup and things like that, but it's kind of small. And down here we've got some towels, extra toilet paper, and some more towels over here. So I'm noticing there's not too many towels, to be honest. There's only 2 bath towels and then 2 hand towels and 2 washcloths. So if you have more than 2 people showering, you're gonna have to request some more towels. And over here we have the stall shower. I actually really like the stall shower. It's very simple, but I like the tile. It's nice, clean, white. So either they keep it real clean or it's pretty new, but I like the texture on it. It's kind of raised and just gives it a little something extra instead of just plain subway tile. So I like it. It's pretty nice, simple, but nice. Here are your shampoo, conditioner, and body washes mounted to the wall, and your shower head. Again, the shower head is just kind of your plain standard hotel shower head. But overall, pretty nice in there. And close it up. And I do like the frameless glass doors. Do like those. All right, and heading back out again. This is the room. So I think we covered everything that there possibly is in here. I did just want to come back and mention that I did find the plugs over here on this side of the bed. So they are on the side of the clock. So just wanted to show you all that they are here on both sides of the bed. It's the little things, right? I was really excited when I figured that out. Thanks so much for coming to my room tour. Again, I'm here at the SpringHill Suites by Marriott in Frederick, Maryland. If you found this video helpful, then go ahead and give us a like, subscribe to our channel at Meg's Family Adventures. We're also on Instagram and we're also on TikTok, so be sure to follow us there as well. Thank you so much, everyone. See you on our next adventure.